Handicapping the Breeders' Cup Juvenile Fillies. I like this race a lot. I think it's a pretty wide open race with some top quality horses and fillies in there. Um, Take a look back over the history of this race. The last 6 favorites have won. So that goes to show you, in my opinion, class. Here's a race where there's obviously going to be some substantial, classy, expensive, good quality, good breeding horses in this race. And over the last 6 years, they've shown the ability to perform at this level during the big race. In addition to that, this race is normally won by a horse who's on or near, either first or second at the top of the stretch. So as you're handicapping this race, you want to find a horse that runs a running style that's going to put you in that position. And as you go through the program, there's a few horses that do put themselves in that kind of racing position. And I think that's going to be the key to handicapping the juvenile fillies. So, in addition to wanting a horse that's on or near the lead, we can look at it and say over the last 6 years, 4 of the 6 winners were first at the top of the stretch. The other 2 were second. So it seems like over the last 6 years, the trend is a horse that's on the lead, very close to the lead, and powering home in the stretch. So we want to find a horse with some early speed and the ability to carry that speed on and to get themselves to the line. So the horses that have the running style that I look for in this race are Sky Diva, CS Silk, Dream Empress, and Do Mi Re Fa Solo Ti Da, To Di, whatever. I'm just going to call that horse Do Re Me. Anyway, and then the horses that look second that have a strong kick, Stardom Bound, may be good enough to win, may be able to overcome this trend, and with her late strong kick, and she is going to have a fast pace to run at. So you combine those two together, and Stardom Bound could win this race. But at 2-1 against these horses, not for me. So the horse that I'm going with in this race is Sky Diva. She runs the right kind of race that I'm looking for to win this race. And there are also a couple of long shots that we'll go over as we go through here. But the horses I like in this race are the 1, Evita Argentina, the 2, Persistently, the 4, Sky Diva, the 8, CS Silk, the 10, Stardom Bound, the 12, Dream Empress, and the 13, Do Re Mi. So I would play a couple of different wagers in this race, with my top choice being Sky Diva. From a handicapping perspective, I think she runs the right kind of race, has the right kind of class, and all of the ingredients you're looking for. So she's my top pick here. However, if the early speed is so fast, and if you handicap this race and say to yourself, I think this early speed is going to be so fast that it's difficult for the front runners or the early pace horses to get to the line, and you're looking for closers, 2 bombers can win this race. Persistently with Alan Garcia, very strong chance of winning this race off, as a deep closer, and I will play a ticket with her on top. And Stardom Bound. Stardom Bound is a closer, and she may be good enough to overcome the speed trend that we've seen in this race and beat everybody. So for me, my top horse in this race is Sky Diva, and the way that I'm going to play this race, it's going to be a $1 exacta box, 4, 8, 12, 13. That's my exacta box. And then if the speed completely breaks down, I will also be playing a $1 exacta part wheel, Persistently, Stardom Bound, with the 4, 8, 12, 13. Sky Diva, CS Silk, Dream Empress, and Do Re Mi. So that's how I see the Breeders' Cup Juvenile Fillies. Sky Diva runs the type of race that I'm looking for to win. And as a 7-2, I think she may even slide up a little bit, 4-1, somewhere in that range, 5-1, and I think that's a good price. The trend has been the favorite wins. Stardom Bound will be the favorite coming off of the pace, and it should be a pretty good pace. So that's where we're at with the Breeders' Cup Juvenile Fillies.